Hello everyone and welcome back to Everything About Coding. In today's video, we are going to learn about four important methods, the string methods in Python. And those are the strip method. The first is the strip method. Then the second is lstrip. Third is rstrip. Now lstrip and rstrip, these are just a variation of the strip method. And then we are going to understand the count method. Now, we are going to take many cases because the strip method is basically can be very confusing at times. Okay. So without wasting any further time, let's get started. So how exactly a strip method works? Okay. We are going to take a lot of examples. First, let me take a variable that is text and I'm going to give the string as hello world. Strip method basically removes the leading and the trailing characters from the string, which we do not want. So leading means from the left hand side and from trailing means from the right hand side. If you do not want the unwanted characters, we can remove them using the strip method. For example, if this is hello world and and if I have some spaces before and after, and I do not want those spaces, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the variable text, then the dot notation, and then the function, the method that is the strip method. And if I run this, you can see the output that is hello world, but there are no spaces. But if I just print the text before using that strip method, if I run this, you can see there is there are spaces right before and after as well. Okay, and after that we have stripped, we have removed those spaces. So by default we do not pass anything to the strip method. By default it is going to take space as the character, and in this case there were spaces, so it has removed those spaces. Do keep in mind that the original value of text remains as it is. For your understanding, what I'm going to do is again, I'm going to print the variable that is text. So let us run this. And you can see this is the first print statement that is a text. So it is going to print as it is. Second, we have used the strip method. So it has removed the spaces, right? But it creates a new string. It returns a new string. It creates a new object. Okay. Original value of text remains as it is because strings are immutable. You need to keep that thing in mind. And then when I'm again printing text, so it is printing the original value as it is. Okay. So this is the strip method. Now by default, it takes space as the character, but not only space, but it also takes the escape character. So if there are some escape characters like /n, /t, right? So those character will also be removed. Okay. So if I run this, you can see this is the original one. Okay, and then I have used the strip method. It has removed those characters, and then again I'm printing it. Now you can see there are like there is a gap over here. Why? Because of the /n. Okay, and /n is a new line character and /t is a tab space. So those characters are removed from that particular string, right? But the original value of the text will remain as it is. It creates a new object, creates a new string. Keep that in mind. So by default, it takes spaces by default and it takes the escape characters. Okay. Now, what is L strip and R strip? Now we will go to L strip and R strip, which is very easy to understand. And then again, we are going to take some other cases. Okay. L strip is basically going to remove the characters from the left hand side, that is the leading characters, and R strip will be from the right hand side. So if I have something like this, I have these hyphens over here and the hyphens over here. And if I use only L, okay, what is going to happen is this. Okay, I haven't specified it, right? I need to specify. So that is the hyphen over here. So now I have specified hyphen, and by default, it is trying to remove the space, but there are no space absolutely. So it has printed as it is, right? Now if I run this, and now you can see this is the original text, and the strip method from the left hand side, it has removed all the hyphens. Can you see that? This one. And then again, I'm printing that original text. Okay, so the leading hyphen characters are removed. If I used only strip, so from both the sides, the characters will be removed. If I use only R, so what is R going to do? From the back of the string, from the back side, it is going to remove the, you can see over here, the hyphen characters. Okay, so that is how the L strip and R strip basically works. Now, let us go to the original strip method, and now we are going to take some more cases. Okay, what if I remove this as well. What if I give H over here? What is going to happen if H is there? So obviously from the front and from the back, the character H will be removed. Keep in mind that it only removes the character from the leading, from the front and from the back, and not from in between the string. You need to keep that thing in mind. So obviously there is one H from the left hand side, so that H will be removed. So easy to understand, isn't it? So you can see this is the original string, and then we have removed that H using that strip method, and then again we are printing the original string, right? Okay, what if I give hello over here? That is a string now and not just a character. Okay, hello. So obviously you will see that there is a hello over here. It will be removed, right? Perfect. So if you run this, you can see it has removed that hello from the, because there is only hello at the left hand side. So it has removed hello, right? And there is a space. You can see that space is there and then the word. So this part has been printed, including that space, right? Now, what if I give something like this? O, L, L, E, and then H in a reverse way? What is going to happen in this case? Now, you will see, you may think that since it is not getting compared, so it will be as it is, right? But this is not how it basically works. What is going to happen when we pass a string as an argument to the strip method? Every individual character gets compared from the left hand side and from the right hand side. So what is going to happen over here? There is a H, right? So it will check whether in that string which we have passed, there is a capital H over here. So that H will be removed from that particular string. And what is left is we'll only have this string, that is E double L O. Then again, the remaining string, we have this E over here. And in this string that we have passed, we have that E over here. So even that E will be removed. So H and E will be removed. And what is left is this particular string. Again, we have double L. Even if we have a single L, does not matter. We have L. So at the front of that string, we have 2L. So even that 2L will be removed from the string. And what is left is O space world, right? So we have O over here. So even that O will be removed. And what is left is space and world. Okay. And if I run this, you can see the output, that is the space and world. So if I give, for example, a capital W, what is going to happen in this case? If I run this, we have the same output. As I said, there is a space and then there is a world. After the space, the word W starts, right? So it will not remove anything from the between. Please understand. So there is no space over here in this particular string that I passed. There is no space. So that's the reason it is going to print, that is space and the word. So I hope that this is very much clear to you how exactly a strip method works. Many people get confused at how exactly it is producing the output. You need to practice a bit and then it will be more clear to you. Okay. So now we will switch to the last method, and that is the count method, which is very simple to understand. If I take text as hello world, and it will only count for the sequences or the characters or the string. For example, I print and it is going to return an integer value. Okay, so I give text dot and I use count. I need to pass something that is E, or I will pass O. Now, in this entire string, we have two small o's. And remember, it is case sensitive. Capital O and small o are two different characters. So we have small o, and there are two o over here. So if I run this, you can see the output is 2. So it is going to return the count. Okay, it is going to return an integer value. Okay, for example, if there is p, which is not there, so in that case, it is going to return 0. Okay, next is we can also specify the starting index value and the end index value. So I don't want to count from the entire string, but only a part of that string. So how to do that? For example, I want to count from 0, but you can count from any other index value, and I will go till 7. Okay, so this is 0, that is H, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is the string that I want to check. Now, if I give, it will start from 0, but if I give 7 over here, it will go till 6. Remember that. So the end value will be n minus 1, 1 less always. Okay, so it will start from 0 and go till, basically, it is going to check till W. So in this particular part of the string, we have only one O. So in that case, it is going to print 1. Okay, so we can also have the starting index value and the end index value if you want to count a particular character or a string in a part of that particular string. Okay, so this is how to do it. Now, let us take some other cases, and that will be, what if I'm comparing a string like double L? There are two L, right? So obviously in hello, there are two L, right? If I run this, we will have the output as 1 because the sequence, double L sequence is over here, right? Had it been over here as well, so double L over here and over here. So in that case, it is going to give the output as 2. Okay. Now, a bit confusing question. Okay. What if we have 4A and I'm comparing double A? What will be the output of this particular code? So this is going to give the value as 2. So it's not like it is going to take this first A, then from the second A and the middle 2A, and then the last A. No, it doesn't work that way. So the overlapping is not there. Okay, so it is going to check for the first double A sequence, and then from here it is going to check for the next double A sequence. So over here there are two sequences of double A, and that's the reason why it has given the output as 2. So this was a bit confusing, and sometimes in exams you have such outputs where you need to predict the output, and then it becomes very confusing at times. So if your concept is not clear, okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this video and you now know how exactly the strip method, the R strip, the L strip, and the count method, basically how they work, right? So I'm going to end over here, and we are going to meet in the next video with some more exciting concepts. Bye for now.